Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone's well, safe, and mentally stable. I know for me personally, my friends have been my saving grace. They give me that stability, support, and love. And of course my family. And this YouTube channel has definitely helped me stay busy during the quarantine. Let's just get going. Let's start cooking. Today we're making 3 easy quarantine recipes. So first up, making a stew, and then we're making an egg wrap, and lastly we're making some butter chicken potatoes. So let's get going. Let's start cooking. Alright, you stew lovers, this is the kidney bean and chicken stew. Now the first thing that we're going to do is heat up our olive oil. We're going to add some garlic and some onions. So I added about 1/3 of an onion here and 4 cloves of garlic, and we're going to allow this to turn a yellow color. We want to saute them for just about a minute before we add the celery and the carrots. And I do apologize for this footage. Some of the steam hit my camera lens, so it's kind of blurry. And we're going to allow the carrots and the celery to saute for about 5 minutes. After the 5 minutes is up, we're going to add our kidney beans, and we want to mix that in. And then we're going to add our tomato paste. And I couldn't stir all of that in with one hand, so I had to put the camera down and stir everything together. Then I added some pepper, some basil, and some parsley, and some salt. And then I added about 2 glassfuls of water. I needed to do that off of camera because it was starting to burn and I didn't want my veggies to start burning up. So I just did that off camera. I added about 2 glassfuls of water. And then I added about a handful of spinach, and we're just mixing that in here. Lastly, I am adding some chicken. Now you can definitely stop here and make it vegetarian, but my grandma does love her meat, so I added some chicken. So the only thing that you need to do here is heat up some oil, put a few pieces of chicken, and fry them for about 5 minutes, and then you're gonna add them to your boiling stew and cook that for 5 more minutes. This stew took about 45 minutes to make. So this is our end result here. It's hearty, it's healthy, and I definitely added some Parmesan cheese into my stew because I am a cheese lover. And we are all done. And for all you egg lovers, I have the egg, spinach, and mushroom wrap. So the very first thing that we're going to do is heat up some oil, and then we're going to add 2 eggs to our pan. We're going to add in some mushrooms and some spinach. And the one thing that I did forget is the cheese that I normally do add to this. So if you like cheese, definitely add that in before the spinach. And of course some salt. And then we're gonna put a tortilla on top of our egg, flip it. So this was kind of hard to do on camera with one hand. You just flip it over and it's done and ready to be eaten. This takes about 5 minutes, if even that, to make. It's super delicious. Lastly, we have the butter garlic chicken and potatoes. Now this is super easy to make. So the very first thing that we're going to do is melt some butter. And while you're melting your butter, you do have to swirl it around. If you just let it melt on its own, it will pop all over and it will get in your face. It will get all over your kitchen. So make sure to swirl it around until it's all melted. Then of course we're taking our butter off the stove. We're adding in some parsley, 4 cloves of garlic, and lastly just some salt and pepper. We're gonna stir all of that together, and then we're just gonna pour it on top of our potatoes and our chicken. We want it on both sides, so make sure to flip over your chicken so it's smothered in butter and garlic and parsley. We're gonna stick it in the oven for about 45 minutes and put the temperature to 450 degrees. And that's pretty much it. It's all done and it's delicious. Trust me, you have to try this one. Alright you guys, if you enjoyed cooking with me, please make sure to hit that subscribe button. And if you want to see videos as soon as I post them, make sure to hit that bell. I really had a lot of fun cooking with you guys, and I hope to see you all again soon.